There's this app called Tinder. I haven't had it. I went on 10 first dates, 4 second dates, and 3 third dates. I kissed 7 of them and I had sex with 3. I don't know why I told you that. My parents are here, my family's here, but bear with me. So this app called Tinder is targeted towards people who take long shits, wait for buses to show up, and have a sex drive. So like most people. And most people judge people who swipe through people on an app used by people who may actually want to make little people with these potential people, and some people just want to fuck people, and some people just want to fuck with people, and that's okay, because there are no rules for Tinder. Nobody made rules for Tinder. I made myself some rules for Tinder. Rule number 1, always read their bio because it will reveal their real age. Rule number 2, do not joke with robots. Robots won't joke back with you. Rule number 3, if you're going on a Tinder date, just tell your parents it's a Tinder date. They'll have a laugh. Rule number 4, if you swipe left to somebody named Felicia, say out loud, bye, Felicia. Rule number 5, if you want somebody to take a chance on you, you're gonna have to take a chance on them too. I went on 10 first dates, one at a house, one at a coffee shop, a couple to see shows, a couple to get drinks, bowling, board game cafe, and one of them was a 14-kilometer, 8-hour walk zigzagging through Scarborough and Toronto. This girl took me by the hospital where her father died. She opened her heart wide as we glided down the Danforth past midnight. We shared each other's stories because she took a chance on a stranger. I took 10 chances, and chances are I will see none of them again. Not because any of it was bad, really, most of it was good. The sex sometimes was okay, but it was after those times, after the thing that happened that people think Tinder is supposed to make happen, that I realized I didn't want Tinder for sex. I wanted Tinder for the chance. I wanted somebody to find a picture of me smiling, attractive, the jokes in my bio funny, to take a chance on me. I didn't think I could walk up to somebody in person and have them take that same kind of chance on me. I didn't want to walk up to somebody in person and have them reject me. Because on Tinder, it only shows you the people who like you too. And for every, let's say 100 people I swiped right to, I got 5 matches, 2 of them messaged me back, and I'm currently talking to none of them. So that's a lot of rejection. So really, I should be okay with rejection by now, so I deleted that app called Tinder because the longest relationship I got out of it was a 2-year fling with that application, and I didn't know what I wanted from it. So I'm breaking up with Tinder. And that's okay, that's life, and nobody made rules for life. That's super, like I can live life the way I want to, but I made myself a couple of rules. 1, approach them, and not like a tiger stalks prey, because they aren't prey and they can kick your ass. Rule number 2, smile. And number 3, say hi. Just fucking say hi. Rule number 4, do not reject somebody in person named Felicia by saying, bye, Felicia. They do not like that. And rule number 5, if you want somebody to take a chance on you, if you want them to share in your story with you, you have to take a chance on them too.
Mom, the doctor asked me if I think about you often. I said sometimes. I'm yet to discover a sane-sounding way to tell her that I search for a face I've never seen before in every corner of this damn city, in every inch of everyone's face. I wonder what traces you left behind by accident. Wishing I could be a part of that list, because this girl, she kind of looked like me and this boy. I almost called him brother, with a voice that's never been sure of itself. But I've never searched for you and my happiness, never thought you to exist there, and so I'm still here, trying out how to tell this doctor that sometimes I wonder if I can bargain with the devil to extract the image of your smile from my lips, that sometimes when we wash in my face, the water be bending the truth, and I swear I'd be seeing you there in the mirror, even though I don't know what that would look like. I worry that I've seen you, though, and that you've seen me in this aftermath of abandonment. I can't even call you an acquaintance. Are you in the background of my photos? Are you the woman who served me my food? Are you my reflection? Couldn't you be? Could I not be both daughter and mother? I am so tired of missing you, and even more tired of hating you in this lake. I wonder if you ever touched this atom. I think of you like Eve, a sinner, but aren't we all? I judge every unseen action like holy water down a throat that has been perjured from its soul. When my voice breaks, I wonder if it's yours, an interlude. Black magic says most days you can feel your ancestors just below your skin, that if you look in the mirror hard enough, you may just see them, but I have broken mirrors in the frustration of seeing no one, of knowing nothing. They always tell you to remember your roots. What if you are your own beginning? I was never good at introductions or opening statements. It's probably why I'm even seeing this doctor. So sometimes I pretend you're the 40-year-old businesswoman next to me on the train, simply too busy to look for me. On my lowest days, I say, "Mom," under my breath, like your existence has robbed me of my voice, of my happiness. In my sleep, you always die as soon as I finally see you, so I don't ask for help finding you. I have mourned you over 1,000,000 times, but yet I don't think I could handle our first reunion happening in front of a tomb. Mom, maybe it was supposed to end after the womb. So this doctor, she asks me what I think about you. Tell her I've never been good with goodbyes.
It's a big audience. Hi. Everybody up here tonight worked really hard to be here, but the kind of cool thing about Slam is, like Dave was saying, is that it kind of empowers everybody, and this stage is open to everybody. And so, you could be here. And thinking about that kind of reminded me of this dream I had the other night. Like, I woke suddenly from that dream, and you were all in it. Like, all of you, with me. And we were poets. And we had this incredible ability to transport ourselves over short distances. Like we could literally open portals and just kind of be somewhere else. And it was no big deal. I mean, some of us were better at it than others, but it was, a skill. Like singing or beatboxing. Or contorting our bodies until our heads are up our own asses and nobody bats an eyelash because it's just what we do. And upon waking up, all I wanted to do was get back to sleep. You see, it wasn't that I wanted to get back to that wonderful dream. I'd gone to bed just a few hours earlier. I had work in the morning. No. You see, the more I thought about it, I eventually realized that my dream wasn't all that far off from reality. You see, my mind went literal, and I thought about how one day this will be the team piece, and I'll finish this sentence from across the room. I thought about how I'd practice throwing my voice while someone else takes my place on stage. I thought about how rad it would be to have someone yell BAMF, like Nightcrawler, and just teleported in. You see, I thought about every time I'd walk off the stage and really clap for me adrenaline. When just the poem made me feel like I'd taken a little too much Benadryl. I'm saying poetry is like ODing on some proper medicine. Whether we're discussing the traditions of the Bedouin or the taste of Edmonton venison to an Alberta denizen, our poetry can take us to heaven and change our perspectives on our daily regimens. Swallow us whole like a hungry pelican and shake us right down to our skeletons with a genuine specimen of a Mexican gentleman turned feminine from the estrogen that sent him back so many Benjamins. And then it struck me. I'd finally done what I never thought I'd do. I'd found my love poem to poetry. My little poem, if you will. You see, I'd finally figured out what made all of this so very precious to me is transcendence. And now, I don't expect you guys to see anything other than someone being sentimental on stage right now. But you know what? It's like achieving true enlightenment or falling in love. You will never really understand it until you experience it for yourself.
Shame is a funny thing. And by funny, I mean odd. And by odd, I mean upsetting. And by upsetting, I mean shameful. Because shame skulks inside my pleasure, lives in my nerve endings, hitting the high notes even when I know it's off tune. I have two minds in one. My pain and my pleasure eat away at each other like a country hound and a red fox, or a clementine filled with a blood orange filled with a clementine. I'm not sure if I should drink the juice with the blood. In my solo moments, I let my guard down. And by let my guard down, I mean embrace pleasure. And by embrace pleasure, I mean open up. And by open up, I mean masturbate. Two figures, foreign in their features, but bodies all the same. Thrust, strike, the rippling power of man, a tall swaying skyscraper to a bungalow. She, her, or is it it? She is all doll face and kickstands, swing set and dumbbell, tight ropes and tied ropes. A sunny highway, a gasp in empty air, theirs and mine. Crooked faces lay face down, my face red, my mind blank. Pleasure in pain, her pain, my pleasure. Or is it my pain, his pleasure? I'm a hypocrite. And by hypocrite, I mean I live with the door closed. And by live with the door closed, I mean I'm sad. And by I'm sad, I mean I'm in pain. Under the sheets, our bodies are frost-covered soil. He, the soil, me, the frost. My lungs are dry and so are my legs. I hear screams in my kidneys, eyes in my hip bones, children's hands in my hairline. I pull out the tulips. No more tonight. He is no skyscraper. No 20-story condo, not even a duplex. He is my home. Except I turn his lower body into sunglasses and kitchen knives, coattails and cough syrup, leather gloves and lead pencils. My therapist calls it vicarious trauma. And by vicarious trauma, I mean it didn't happen to me. And by it didn't happen to me, I mean it sort of happened to me. And by it sort of happened to me, I mean it doesn't matter. I take comfort in my tardiness. Pain I know like cleats on used turf, but pleasure still sits in my closet and smells of sweat and radiators. And you? Well, you find pleasure in poetic verses filled with pain. Now, isn't shame a funny thing?
Give it up for Ayla!
I know it's been a while since you've been around, but you're still my motivation to get us off the ground, to ball for my Hoya like AI in Georgetown. You're the reason why I stay up late working on my sound. And last time we connected like this was with the umbilical cord. And I ain't talking about Hondas, but I hope that we're in accord, that from here on in, you're there till the wheels fall off, and the time we spend together is our biggest reward. You see, I had to grow up quickly. I started losing my hairline at the age of 20. Because shit hit the fan, like Ron Artest, like the Flan. I went to Brampton, headed out west to a foster home because my parents were upset at each other and they didn't know what was best. Domestic violence had me walking to school with a face full of scars. Police didn't hesitate to put me in the back of their car. My mom, she's gone mad, not the ones against drunk driving. Schizophrenia is the biggest mountain she's climbing. Going through episodes I'm tired of seeing reruns. It's like all of a sudden you forget that I'm your son. And rumor has it, you try to put me in a casket. Hands gripping me tightly, police lights flashing. At the age of 7, my whole life came crashing down. That's why I get up on stage, lashing out. And I know you're not the one to blame, but I want to point the finger at someone so bad. But since I can't, I still pick up your meds at your closest pharmacy. Your blood flows through my arteries. You're a part of me. You left holes in my heart, but I still love you wholeheartedly.
In loving memory of Kojo Mensah, all the young kings that we've lost in the city, the gun violence, and those stuck in the judicial system. To all of my boys in the hood, now that I work with and for you in the hood, I need to explain some things about the work that I do in the hood, because one too many of you is facing criminal charges, and I know that poverty got some of you living on minimal margins, but I cannot spend my work week fighting off these charges, visiting you in detention centers from the Roy, much less to Kingston or Maplehurst. So with that said, I need you to know that I talk to the cops, because sometimes in the hood, Somebody you trust has to. But I didn't write this poem to preach at the thugs. At the end of the day, I don't know what you gotta pass through, but I ask you, what about the dumb shit that some of you young cats do? I ask you, why you pistol whipping pizza delivery boys that pass through the hood? Why you let the liquor and weed trash you in the hood? Catch you in the hood with quick money scams, got you flashing in more fashion than honey jam. And yes, I got a passion for fighting the system. Got much compassion for the hard rocks that don't want to listen. Missing the point of these bars that I spit, because maybe your father was missing from the time you sucked on your mama's tits. So now, you practice your mean mug in front of the mirror. You cannot accept that a real man does cry. So you've seen these cartoon thugs on TV instead of to mirror their actions. And some of y'all just tired of being poor and the guns in the hood make crime a fatal attraction. So here I am taking action, praying for bail once more, but you have nothing but failed to comply on your record, so the judge is closing the door before I even utter a word. I said it before, breaching probation will eventually slam you on the floor, so don't do it. If you ain't trying to go to jail and you're one of the few that was granted bail, my dude, memorize your motherfucking bail order. Because the hard time you do each time you get booked for fail to comply will only get harder. That's why I beg my youth to grind smarter. I can't knock they hustle unless I put money in their pockets, so I have to barter with my fire starters off stage and with the words of this poem to try to stop those criminal convictions from flowing into their records, not on some goody two-shoe shit, but because when the police pull you out on the streets, some are ready, willing, and able to add points to your score. And it ain't no full court basketball game I'm talking about. It's an I'm unemployed and I can't afford to pay child support pain I'm talking about. It's an I've been out of school for so long I forgot how to fucking read or write shame I'm talking about. It's an I want to quit the drug game but got nothing else mind frame I'm talking about. And I just want to see you moving with clout far beyond the confines of your block or your hood. I want to see you traveling to other countries, and most importantly, I want to see you recover from the absence of a worthless father that still haunts me.
I turned 30 recently, and it was a bit depressing. As much as I'm all about throwing my middle fingers up to society's pressures and expectations of where I should be at this point in my life, my birthday came, and all of that left me. I started stressing about family obligations, procreation, health, body image, life insurance. I woke up asking myself questions like, should I be investing in some sort of anti-aging skin cream? These crow's feet beside my eyes are getting more defined, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this whole aging process. I can no longer access youth services or apply for youth grants. If the youth are the future and I am no longer a youth, what does that mean for me? Adulting ain't easy, which is why I'm thankful for friends who are older who reassure that your 30s are the best of times because you care less. Meaning you care less about what others think, meaning you give less fucks, and I'm starting to feel that. I think part of my depression was related to the fact that I recently walked away from a 7-year relationship. Spent most of my 20s being a good wife and a good mother, raising 2 boys that I did not birth. My entire life devoted to taking care of others, I forgot about my self-worth. Put aside everything that made me happy to make others happy, had me forgetting who I am. See, I supported my fam with their hopes and their dreams, making it all reality. Early mornings driving city to city for basketball tournaments, encouraging my ex's rap even though it was crap. Late nights helping with homework even though I'm terrible at math. It's like I was subordinate, valued less, no respect. It's like people didn't see me unless there was him. When I left, I think my ex thought I would tie an anchor around my ankle and sink to the cold, dark bottom, but really, he was the anchor pulling me down, and once I cut loose, I used my own strength to swim to the top. I've always known how to swim, but with him, I forgot. He was like the earthquake and I, the aftershock, but don't underestimate it. Though it may take a while, it is just as large in magnitude and has the ability to collapse walls damaged by the original earthquake, which is okay, because I never like to be boxed in anyway, and as cheesy as it sounds, I am feeling like a sunflower in full bloom. I need ample room to grow. Even my friends be telling me, Jennifer, Alicia, you got that glow. Yeah, you right, see. I'm returning to what makes my spirit happy, what my ancestors dreamed for me, giving my heart permission to be free in this healing journey. Only been back in my poetry for a minute and humbled to have so many opportunities to share my story. When you've experienced abuse, the reclaiming can be a painful, beautiful thing, and I am absolutely happy. Walking away was the best thing to happen to me, and yeah, I may be 30, but now I'm feeling like, damn, I still got it. So watch out for more of me as I project my energy into feelings and allow my heart to bleed into poems, developing truths that are spoken. This is just my beginning. I was never broken.
I was 7 years old when I first realized, with a little bit of surprise, that I might be going to hell. I was an evil little boy, as most little boys are. I was always in trouble, talking too much, pulling on ponytails, pissing in showers, and eating boogers. Come on, don't act like you never ate a booger before. My grandmother used to pray for me. She'd say, God loves us. He wants us to be good. You should be a good little boy. Man, sometimes she used to piss me off. I mean, I know you're supposed to love your grandparents, but like, God damn it. She just wouldn't let me watch TV. Didn't she know I had to watch Power Rangers? That I wanted to watch Toy Story again? That Goku might finally throw the spirit bomb in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z? Oh, no. She had to watch Judge Mathis and Judge Judy. And last but not least, the news. The fucking news. Like, to my grandmother, these shows were as sacred as the Bible, which made sense because halfway through the show, she'd fall asleep, just like halfway through church, she'd fall asleep. I remember one time during a sermon, the pastor said, the fear of a name increases the fear of the thing itself, which was a line he stole from Professor Dumbledore and Harry Potter. I mean, I was 7 the first time I heard the name, cancer. They said, your grandmother has it. I told them my grandmother's birthday was in December, so she's a Sagittarius. They laughed. No one corrected me. They said I was too young to know that she fell asleep in front of the TV because she was tired. You see, chemo was killing her, and when it wasn't killing her, her body was killing herself. She had leukemia, which means that she was a broken prayer inside of a building burning itself down from the inside out. She died when I was 13. The irony. According to Jewish law, you become a man at 13. I was 15 when I was first arrested. Me and my friends were first harassed for being young, black, and poor. They said we were trouble. I told them that my grandmother told me that black was beautiful. They laughed. You see, nobody bothered to correct us. Nobody. They said that I was too young to understand. I was terminally ill. My skin was dangerous. We were a tumor. We were the cancer in this white country. You see, when cops weren't killing us, we were too busy killing ourselves. We hated ourselves. We were the hoodlums, the criminals, the animals, full of anger and rage, burning ourselves to the ground from the inside out. I'm 25 in May. 11 years a man, 12 years a slave to this oppressed system. You see, I finally know why my grandmother prayed for me so much. Black boys, black skin, black magic, nothing black could ever be good. When I was 7, I realized I might go to hell. Because that's where little black boys go. It's either that or jail.